Hey, what's up? So I am David Kollar. Here is the next episode. So how do you design a collection for your brand without actual design skills? Now, this is a big question that a lot of students ask me, people that I mentor. What's really important is, I actually didn't go to school and I built an 8-figure fashion brand. So I want you to know it's not important that you go to school, but it's important that you know how to design a collection. So I'm going to show you how to design a collection without real design skills and how I find a winning product and how I always sell out. So the first step before you even start anything is you need to figure out what are you designing for? Are you designing for the next season? Are you designing for a trade show, which is a retailer? If you are selling to retailers, you have to design 6 months ahead. Are you designing just for online, which is what most people do? And if you're designing for online, which is what we're going to talk about today, you want to design at least 6 months ahead because production does take around, so sampling takes around 30 to 45 days, production takes 60 days, and then shipping could take 30 days, right? So you want to plan for at least 4 to 5 months to be safe. Even though your factory says they can finish it earlier, don't trust them. I've done this for 10 years. Almost every factory says they can do it faster, but the truth is, if you're a new brand, they're not going to put you first in line. They're going to put the big brands first in line. Okay, so that means you're going to slow down. Even if they promise you that they can finish faster, don't trust them. Put 30 days of the date they give you. So if they say 2 weeks, put 5 weeks. If they say month, put 2 months. I promise you that's usually how it works. Now, so we're currently, today is August 29 that I'm filming this in 2025. So we need to design for 2026. Now, before I design, some of the things I like to do is I like to do research, right? Because when I teach the brands I work with and how I design for myself, where I'm constantly selling out, I've done over 8 figures for myself, is I don't just design because I like it, right? A lot of people design because they like it, but then they're stuck with inventory, they can't sell it. Don't make that mistake, guys. Okay, this is what I teach people all the time. Don't do that. You can design what you want when you become a Yeezy. Kanye West can design literally anything, you'll buy it, but you're not there yet. So what you need to do to get there is to find what's trending and put your 3% twist on it. Kind of like what Virgil Abloh does. He always talks about changing it by 3%. So if you look at like the runway shows, every time there's a runway show, everyone kind of designs similar, but in their own DNA. So there was a time where everything was workwear. So everyone designed workwear products, but everyone was slightly different with their DNA. Louis Vuitton had their symbols, etc. And then there was a Western trend where everyone was making Western stuff. You see Pharrell's runway show with Louis Vuitton was super Western. And then now I'm seeing a lot of office workwear trousers. So we're going to design Spring Summer 26 together, and you don't need any skills. I'm going to show you how to do it today, okay? So the first step is we're going to go into the trend reports. Usually you would go into WGSN right here. It is a paid program. You have to use WGSN and pay for it. And basically this gives you all the trends coming out, what colors, what design, what styles, etc. Okay. But for today, I already have it all downloaded and we're gonna go through it together. Okay. So we're gonna go to, so this is my private group membership where I help other brands scale to 6-7 figures. And we have access to a bunch of stuff together. Okay. So this one is going to be Spring Summer 26 that we're going to review. So for this one, we're gonna go through different things, okay? So this one, we're gonna do color first, okay? We're gonna start with colors. You don't always gotta follow colors, but sometimes colors are trendy. So I made a folder called Colors in Spring 26, okay? So I'm gonna go through different colors. You can kind of read it. Top 3 colors to search on TikTok: Cloud Gray, Lucid Red, Performance Blue. So only take the screenshots of the things you actually like. So I actually don't mind this blue. So I'm going to screenshot that. I like this Cloud Gray. Screenshot that. Put that into here. I actually prefer this blue, I think. So I'm going to do that. 1 sec. I don't know why it's not dragging. Let me try to drag. So we're going to open this again, and I'm going to find, I do like this wash sand, so I'm going to screenshot this as well. So what we're going to do is just screenshot all the ones you like. So I'll put save to desktop for now. Okay, that'll be easier. This one I don't mind. Save to desktop. Just don't mind this one too. So I'm only saving the ones that I feel I connect with for my brand, okay? Because my brand's very dark colors. I don't do too many bright colors. I don't mind this nostalgic blue. I pretty much save all the colors first, okay? So that's the first step. Then we're gonna go in and look at, it says activewear bags. We're gonna cut and sew. So look at, these are the core items that we're gonna focus on. So when I'm designing, I like to always design one core item that I can sell for an affordable price. So when I run Facebook ads, people actually don't need to think twice about buying the product because it's affordable. And then if your other items are more expensive, those are gonna be the more items that people have to think about. Okay, so there's polos coming in. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of the polo. The tank. I'd say everyone needs a good tank. I'm gonna skip on that. That's it for that. Then we go to denim. So you can see different washes and cuts. So what this means is if it's flat, it means the trend is not going up or down. It's just kind of flat, which is fine. So the straight cut denim, the slim leg jeans are actually going downhill, which is pretty normal. The denim jacket, denim shirt. So denim doesn't seem like a huge thing. I'll just screenshot the straight cut for now. Then we go to jackets, in case you want to make a jacket. And also you can look at TikTok trends too, right? You don't always have to follow this, but it is good to follow both. So usually look at like influencers that you look up to, etc. So let's see here. Not a fan of these jackets, so I'm gonna skip. Short trousers. I do like short trousers. Let's see. Slim trousers is getting popular, which is interesting. Athletic shorts are going downhill. I don't need those. Cargo pants is flat. The straight leg trousers. I don't mind the straight leg trousers, so I'll try that. So this, what I'm doing right now is just research. Just try to figure out the trends, right? So let's look at tailoring. Roomy suit trousers. Big fan of this, so I'm going to screenshot this. Not really a fan of blazers. I'm going to skip that. Knitwear, not really safe to sell during spring because they are expensive to make, so I'm going to skip that. Knitwear jersey could be interesting. Let me see. So this is just like mood and color and graphics that are kind of in. I could see these being in, so I'm going to screenshot. I do a lot of graphic tees. Long sleeve Henley, I could see that they're really popular. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about Henleys from like COS and stuff. Textured shorts. That's pretty cool too. I don't mind that. Okay, and we're gonna go down to trims. So these are like little things you can use. So when you're designing, don't just design the design, but the trims are important. The buttons, the string, these are all little things that are very important, okay? So this one, they're using a lot of like lacing, it looks like. I like the buttons. I do like the coloring of this. So I'm gonna just take a picture of this. So really what I'm doing is like making research of like the things, getting my mind excited about designing, right? So like different textures and buttons. Like I literally could use this for like a button down, like just different ideas that's getting me ready to design. Okay, so that's kind of the goal here, to get inspo, right? Like this cut and sew is really cool. So this gets you inspo, okay? And then let's keep going down. Men's denim. Okay, see something fun here. The barrel leg jean. Yep, I've been seeing this really popular with Uniqlo. People buying it from the women's section. So I know this is going to be a banger. So this is definitely something that I need to add to my collection. The office core, which is, yep, that's going to be huge for sure. But I guess they're doing denim. I guess workwear might be coming back slightly, which is cool. Always like a good workwear jacket. Okay, and then jackets, knitwear, woven tops, trousers. Let's go see what this is. The baggy casuals are cool. The flex waist shorts. I've actually been seeing these pinstripe shorts that are really popular, so I might try making that. The smart baggy trousers. This looks like it's oh, this one's a good one. Okay, so I think we have enough here. I'm not going to spend too much time, but you kind of get the idea. Okay, so that's the first step. Now, even though I put colors, I'm just going to drag this onto Spring. Could delete this for now. So now, if I go into Spring 26, I have kind of like a database of where I want to go with this when I'm designing. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Pinterest, okay? That's my next stage I like to do. So for this example, let's design a good pair of, see if I can find it here. Let's design these shorts here. I know I've seen these on the runway. I think it's going to be good. So first thing we're going to do is open Adobe Illustrator. Okay. And usually what you want to do is just find an item like this where you can screenshot it and you drag into here. Okay. And if you don't hold shift, look what happens. So you got to hold shift. Okay. And then you zoom in. I hit Command plus or Command minus. And then if you hit Command 2, it actually freezes it. So you can't select it, which helps. Okay. And then if you want to let go of it, you hit Command Option 3 or 2, and it lets go. Command 2, Command Option 2, let's go of it. Okay. So I'm going to lock it for a sec. We're going to take this tool here, and I'm just going to make it red for now. All we're going to do is just trace it. Okay. So it's going to be like this. Don't worry about this. Just click that little arrow and it should fix it. And I'm just tracing one side. And what you do is you can copy this, hit Command C, Command F. So then you have another one, and then you want to hit reflect. And now you have the other side of the short. But the problem is there's like a little patch here, right? So what we're going to do is you can actually cut it. So sure, I have to cut it for a sec. Hit the scissor tool and just cut it here and cut it up here. Okay, so now you've cut the line and hit delete. Right? Just remember, everything needs to be a shape. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to do the other side from scratch. So you go back to this pen tool. And then you're going to lock this by hitting Command 2. Okay, so you've locked both. So now you're just going to hit Shift to make sure it's straight. Okay, even though it's curved, we're going to make it straight because it's a drawing. It's not like a full thing. And now I've drawn that box. Okay. And then we're going to draw the waistband. Goes right across. Okay. Now remember, I'm doing it fast. If you take your time to look way prettier. And then you can do the crotch areas. So here, here, and make sure everything's always a box, okay? Everything needs to be closed up as a box. So now what's gonna happen, if I hit Command Option 2, everything lets go. So I'm gonna actually remove this. And I'll make this black. So this is like your basic drawing, right? We just drew something basic. Then from here, you know, we can change the color. So I use pick the color and switch it to this. So that's, you know, I'm doing it very fast right now. But what we're gonna do is in my database, I actually have all the drawings done already. So we're gonna open that together. So let's see. So in here, we have all the different drawings. We're gonna men's individual files. I'm gonna go to shorts. And now I'm gonna figure out which shorts I wanna use. Okay, so we're gonna open it up like that. Athletic shorts with elastic waistband. Let's see if it looks good. Okay, that's not quite it. So there's about 1,000 drawings in here. So these are for, usually I've pre-drawn this to make my students' life easier. So everything is already drawn out for you, so you can just literally trace it. So you know what, this looks like the closest one. So we're gonna use this. So I'm gonna just open the AI file. Okay, so we're gonna hit download. Okay, we're gonna open it. Okay, so here is the drawing. So we're gonna copy all of this into here. Okay, so now that we have the main drawing, first thing I'm gonna do is make this string smaller. There it is. I'm gonna make these shorts. So if you hit ungroup like that. So this makes designing a lot easier when you have templates. I'm gonna make it shorter. So I'm just dragging it up. Okay. Slightly. Same with this, or make this slightly shorter. Okay, and then let's say we're gonna change, we're gonna lock all this. So I'm gonna change the pocket. Okay, so the string's fine. So now I'm gonna open I go back into this folder. Accessories. Honestly, accessories. Where is it? We're gonna go to brushes and trims, and we're gonna download this one. So this has been created so that it's easier for my students to just literally drag and drop pockets and stuff. So we're gonna open this now. And the first thing we're gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do snap buttons to make it a little bit unique. Okay, because everyone's, if you look at the short example, it's usually like a regular button that's here. So we're gonna do snaps. Okay, so let me just close this one. I'm gonna lock this. So I'm actually gonna take the string out because these shorts usually don't have string, the style we're making at least. I might make hidden strings if we need it, but for now I'm gonna delete this. Make the crotch slightly bigger. And then we're gonna add these buttons that are more like snap. There, okay. We'll go back to the accessories. What else? So maybe this like hoodie pouch might be kind of cool. I have obviously like different things you could do, but I'm gonna try to design this. So the key is to find something that's trendy and design it where you can't buy anywhere else, right? If you do that, people are gonna wanna buy from you. They're forced to buy from you because you're creating something that's already trendy. You're changing by 3%. So, you know, you can change the fit, I like to change the design. That's kind of what I like to do when I design. So let's just say I add like some sort of pocket detailing. So let's see. So let's just say we add something like that, okay? I copy it, hit Command C, Command F. That's what I did. I hit reflect. Now it's gonna go on this side. I'm actually gonna put it right to the edge. And I know it's gonna block that little cut on the side, but it's fine. So that can make it kind of unique. Pocket probably has to be higher. So I'm gonna just bring it up slightly. So I'm actually just gonna copy this again, Command C, Command F, and hit reflect. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna design the pocket for now. And then I'm gonna put a tag, kind of like so it looks like a boxer, because that's what I've seen a lot of brands do for that trend. So remember, this is like kind of like a boxer sort of. Okay. So that's what it's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna put my logo on it, right? So again, we're looking at these shorts. It's kind of elastic, the pinstripe. So then I'm gonna find my logo. So I do have a logo file. I'm gonna just bring up. So let's see, web graphic, logo, regular. I have my logos ready. I think for this one, I'm doing handwriting because I have 2 logos. So let's do that. Shrink it down. Make sure to hold shift. If you don't hold shift, look what happens, right? So hold shift. Okay, so that's gonna be the back, or the front's gonna be like that. I can also like finish it so it goes all the way up to the top if I wanted to, which is kind of cool. Now, if you want it to connect, so let's say I wanted to, this item here, right? See how it's like obviously not connecting to the top? What you can do is you can just take the scissor tool, cut from here and here, and you're able to cut this piece off. Okay, it's gonna ask you to do it again because there's 2 layers. So we're gonna cut again, cut here. You're gonna use this mouse, this one, not this one, but this one, to select just this piece. So now it's cut, okay? Then we're gonna cut this piece too. Okay, so now we're gonna take this pencil tool. We're gonna bring it to the top. Okay, so now it has its own shape. So first you want to freeze this. Okay, so I'm going to freeze all this. So now we're going to go, and Command 2 is to freeze, right? You're going to go here, here. Hold on. Let's make it nicer. Okay, I think that's good for me. And then here we're going to add stitching going up. That's it. And now that that's done, it's connecting to the top. So I'm going to delete this side now and just copy all of this back. Command C. Okay, and then here, this stitching looks a bit off, so we can actually connect it like that. So now I can hit Command C, Command F to replicate it, and then we're gonna hit reflect. So the reason we do this, so we don't have to actually draw it over again, and it looks the same on both sides. Okay, so that's the design now. Okay. So now we're taking a very popular thing, and how do I know it's popular? I'm also looking at TikTok, right? So if I go on TikTok right now, watch me search this up, okay? Watch this. Pinstripe shorts. No. So you can see there's the baggy ones. What is it? I do pinstripe tailored men. Let's see this.
Pinstripe? pants are going to be the move all summer long, let's talk about it. These pants are the biggest cheat code in men's fashion. The vertical stripes actually make your legs look longer. Aside from that, they're super baggy, but they're really very, Aura has this very rich, very light, and super airy.
So I like
Also, these from Elwood are...
So I do like this color from Elwood. So all you can do is go to Elwood pinstripe pants. Let's see, they have it. Yeah, so these are the pants version. So we're making shorts. So all you gotta do is just screenshot this, so you have a reference of the color you want, right? What you can also do is if you find the fabric, so let's just say this one's a bit hard to see. So I'll go to Pinterest actually, and I'll type in, and also why Pinterest is good is you can find inspo, right? So pinstripe shorts men. This one's like very silky. This would be too much for me, to be honest. But like you can get different inspo, or you can do like unique pocket. Now you're going to see different pockets, and you can get inspo and design these pockets for your next collection, right? So Pinterest is a great tool. Even the way he designed this is really cool, right? So this is kind of my cheat code. So if you look at these shorts with the buttons, that's kind of like, so what I can do is just little screenshot that and just put that as an inspo so my factory knows. A Techpack is basically a blueprint in detail. This one just how to design. I'll make another video. If you comment below that you want a Techpack video, I'll make that next. But basically, now we just need back pockets for it. I don't want to do something too crazy because I still want it to make it look like boxers almost. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably do these pockets here. And so I make my life a lot easier. You can also design from scratch in terms of the pocket. You just go like this, right? So let's just say you did that, and then just make pockets slightly bigger. You hit Command F again, and that copies it. Bring that down. Now you're gonna have, now if you want to do stitching, you go to dash and you hit 1. So now you're gonna have the stitching, and then you just can do the stitching going across as well. Right, and then this one you can actually move down slightly, so that could be like a pocket right there. I personally like using my add-on because I have so many different pockets. If you guys are interested in this add-on package, it's in my program for those that want to join private mentoring. That's something we do as well. In the link below, you can sign up for a call to see if you're a good fit, because it is a vetted program. I don't really accept everyone, but it's worth a shot if you're interested. Otherwise, you can just kind of draw it yourself, which is not too hard. So that's it, right? So that's kind of like the design I like. And then if you want to actually, if I'm going to do an artboard, click again, you get another artboard. So this is kind of my first design. So I want to design like this. I'll probably design 2 colors per style. If you have a smaller budget, you design less. But let's just type in on Google, blue, pinstripe, fabric. So let's say this is the fabric you want. We're just going to screenshot it like that and bring it in. And you want to shrink it. Hold shift, or else it's going to be like that. Okay, remember, hold shift, shrink it. And that's probably the right size, okay? Because you want it quite thin. So you're going to select, this piece here. Okay, so before you do that, you're going to click here. You're going to drag this swatch. I'm going to drag it here for now. Okay, so I'm going to delete now. It's because it's here. Now, if I click here, I can click the swatch. And you want to switch it to that. Switch it again. And you want to select. See, now I have to zoom in. I hit Command minus or Command plus, and then you want to select inside. There's that. And then maybe this is going to be also the same thing. Can't really see it now. So for now, I'm going to just do it black. And then this is going to be the tile. Just like that. Make this black. So at least you can see it now, right? But you keep it white. It's not that big of a deal. Then you do the same thing here. Same thing here. It'd be kind of cool if this was white, actually. So I might actually keep that as a white fabric. So again, this is how I design. I've been doing this for over 10 years. So like, I already know what I like and what my DNA is. So it's quite easy for me to do this. So yeah, so that's pretty much the final short. And then that's how you design. So that's how you design. And then the next video I'll do is how to make an actual tech pack. And a tech pack is basically something like this, just so you guys know. And feel free to subscribe and follow me for more free game. Constantly dropping free game for you guys. Let me see, tech pack. If I go to tech pack here, tech pack. So this is what a tech pack looks like. Okay, so it's the drawing with all the brand name, blah, blah, blah. And then you have all the measurements, right? And the tech pack, I'll teach you how to measure. So you measure each side and then you put the measurements here. Usually you can go to your favorite store and buy your favorite pair of pants and then change it based on what you want. So each section has like a measurement. So this is size medium and then the factory can grade it. Any small details are listed here. Any colors. So we use something like this, which is like a Pantone card, and you can pick the colors you want. And the factory has this as well. So it's just huge. It's really good. And then this is the Pantone card. These are any details. So I use this kit example because I like the rivets. The button I like the way this was going through. So that's a belt buckle. And then this is like little details. The buttons are all like that. So the more details, the better. This is the fabric. And then you're gonna add your logo here. This is a core item. This is gonna be taped onto the denim. This is the card, which is the hang tag. That's the thickness of it. That's a button. And you're gonna add your logo. That's your bag. So this is pretty much each design needs a tech pack like that. But yeah, so this is the inspo for spring summer 26. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe. There's gonna be more videos. I'm gonna eat some now because I'm getting hungry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it.